r/AskReddit, what characteristic makes someone creepy? Removed. Getting close to you under false pretenses. This is really it. It often doesn't become genuinely creepy until you don't give them the response they want, and they double down on that initial deception and/or act angry and hurt by your reaction. Never giving up when someone turns them down. See, people will read this and think it applies solely to romantic relationships, but it's everything. Creeps start pushing boundaries long before they actually need to. The haircut Javier Bardem had in No Country for Old Men. Short in the long place, long in the short places, like something a child would do to a doll. Call it, friendo. Every kid had the stupid haircut in the 80s, including myself and siblings. Touching a lot. Some people are just touchy people, but constantly touching me, especially my back, when I haven't given you permission to, and actively try to move away. It's very creepy. Stop going out of your way to just touch me. If I set a small boundary and they cross it, for example, if they are in my personal space, I will move out of the way. If they come close again after I send a clear nonverbal signal, that's creepy. A certain amount of touch is common and normal in some cultures. There are still boundaries for what types of touch are appropriate, of course. If they display intense, unwelcome attention, invade personal space, or exhibit unpredictable or unsettling behavior. I see you've met my puppy. We're trying, really. I feel like I'm creepy a lot of the time. In person I'm extremely silent. Don't speak unless spoken to. And I'm sad a lot of the time and get into my own head a lot, so I just have this Gus Fring stare into the floor. I do it for hours, so yeah, I feel like that creeps people out. You sound like the opposite of creepy. I wish the creepy people I've encountered had been quiet and looked anywhere but me. Storing dead body parts around their homes. I don't know, maybe hear them out first. Intense eye contact. I hung out with this girl, she would hardly blink or look away for even a second. I had to learn eye contact didn't mean never taking your eyes off their eyes. Eye contact was always uncomfortable to me, so I had to practice it. Looking back, I totally came across as super creepy, but I'm just generally awkward. Lingering stares, invading personal space, or persistently trying to initiate contact despite clear signals of disinterest, crossing someone's boundaries can quickly veer into creepy territory. This. If the vibe ain't right, watching how they react to me setting minor boundaries is the first thing I do. Hidden intentions and this infatuation with you. They build a fantasy about you, but they never talk to you. They will watch you and talk about you, do what they can to learn about you and your whereabouts, but they aren't interacting with you. You might even make it obvious that you don't like being around them, and they might understand that and yet persist. So I used to avoid eye contact since it was uncomfortable for me. But then, I learned to make eye contact. By staring intently into the eyes of whoever was speaking. Turns out that's creepy, and I was, rightfully, shunned for it in high school. Also, a side note, turns out I may have undiagnosed autism. Pushiness. No means no. People who refuse to take no for an answer immediately set off my alarm bells. Conveniently showing up wherever you happen to be. Stalking and harassment. Bad hygiene, staring, knowing too much personal info about people that barely even know them. I hate when I zone out on public transport and notice I've accidentally been staring at some randomer for the past 5 minutes. Always have the fear they think I'm being creepy when in reality I was busy thinking about the morality of Tam keeping Joe's buggy in still game. When their facial expressions don't reach their eyes. A friend trying to sell you something. Those damn MLM victims. Touching someone too much. Stalking. Whether in person or online. Being unable to tell when you're making someone uncomfortable is the biggest factor of creepiness. Everyone makes social mistakes from time to time, but most people know how and when to tone it down when they feel the person they're talking to seems uncomfortable. A creep would be oblivious to the fact that someone is sketched out. Bad sense of boundaries. Verbal and physical. When they insist on inserting themselves into things they were not invited to. People who are always on the lookout for some comment made somewhere they can jump in on. That's literally me. I don't know why, but if I hear about a cool project or an awesome thing someone's doing makes me want to help. Of course I don't just go I'm a part of this now, but it's more of a, if you need help say the word and I got you. I am worried that I come off as creepy to people I'm genuinely trying to help. Eyes not moving with emotions. Being too touchy. It's terrible, it instantly makes me cringe and want to have nothing to do with you, man or woman, equally gross. EDA, I really wish I'd written that it can be creepy. Not that it always is. There are lots of reasons people can do this that aren't creepy, like anxiety. For me, it's creepy when I get the sense that someone is trying to control and manipulate me by acting a certain way. Having zero boundaries or not respecting others' boundaries. Being pushy. Being aggressive and trying to be dominant. Having way too intense eye contact. The desire to collect your hair, making a you hair doll, and worshipping at it in a bedroom closet-based altar. I'm going to go ahead and say a lot of it is dependent on attraction. I have a friend who got drunk off her ass and confessed to her BF that if he ever tried to leave her she thinks she may kill him before letting him walk away. She said he just smirked and said the feeling is mutual. Now I think this is creepy as hell, but she liked it? Hell, she said it was comforting. Well, that relationship is gonna go well. Removed. They don't take information about people's personalities, wants and needs on board when interacting with them. They just do whatever they want in any given context and expect a positive reaction. Buying a stranger a drink and expecting them to drink it then and there. Giving mere acquaintances expensive gifts. Making banter-type jokes that don't actually apply to the person you're joking about. Making plans by themselves and then expecting people to play along. Standing too close. This is pretty much my issue with clowns. They're creepy because you can't discern their facial expression. Those painted on smiles. Shudder. Laughing at inappropriate times. I tend to laugh at uncomfortable and sad situations. I've come to now realize that laughing is in a weird way my coping mechanism. I'm getting better at controlling it now though, probably. Being overly touchy with people who have given you no sign they want that. R/nice guys has plenty to choose from. Also, bad breath that I can smell. If I can smell your breath you're in my space. Being overcalculative in social settings. Oh no, like knowing when a girl ventures off alone and then goes and corners her, yikes. Standing too close and breathing heavily. Mouth breather. Lack of personal boundaries. Or social cues. Drop hints that you're not interested and they just plow right past them. If they figure out someone's schedule, like a gym schedule, and show up at that time just so they can watch/chat with them. There was a guy at my gym who I would see regularly, until he asked me out, which I declined BC I'm in a relationship. I only saw him come to the gym 2 times afterwards. One of those times he tried to approach me and make small talk. Not being honest about their intentions towards you.
Hey guys, it's Reddit Glitch. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. I just wanted to ask you guys to hit the subscribe button because according to my statistics, 98.8% of my viewers are not subscribed, which I think you should subscribe because it's free and we're going to have a lot more bangers in the future, so subscribe. Again, thanks for watching. Bye.